How long can you go without a single human interaction?
Out of respect, I will not enter.
Or is it wiser at times to avoid it altogether?
Whoa, this is sketch, yo!
We all have a social need, and I'm looking for that treasure connection deep in the canyon valley. I don't know why I'm so frustrated today, but it's like, sort of, but yeah. There's a lot of new little houses building on the side right by the river. Looks like a huge garage too. Wonder what these are. Doesn't seem like they're attached to any farms. More like vacation homes. It would be nice to own something here. So I actually just missed a turn and then decided to turn around at a Tim Hortons parking lot and then might as well grab a ice cap. I guess it might be the shop manager right at the entrance. Asked me, oh, what's Overland Lady about? And then eventually he requested to take a photo with me with the Tim Hortons sign on there. So I guess, if one day you see me made it, I visited that Tim Hortons. Save my ass. So hot. If you missed my previous episode, here's a note. My AC has been broken and blowing me generous amount of hot air, so I'm basically driving a 100 series Toyota Landcruiser. This cold ice cap gave me enough breeze to get to the trailhead for airing down. We're just airing down now. Alrighty, let's go. Also, by now, I haven't had proper human interaction for days. Funny enough, aside from the common remote travel safety in the wilderness, a big concern for solo female traveler is the random people you encounter. Nothing sexist, but you gotta admit the stereotypes. So I've been trying to keep myself invisible, but we all have a quota for socialization, even for introverts. Maybe our quota is just lower, but after days talking to only my camera, which doesn't even give you a reaction like dogs do, a short conversation with friendly small-town Tim Hortons staff actually made me feel alive. As for the plan for today, I'm trying to catch up with my friend Hi's group in the mountains. Apparently him and a couple friends are up near the area and they invited me to join the camp. So if all goes well and I find their camp, I should be able to fill out my socializing quota tonight. What an awesome plan for self-care. Just pulled over on the side right now. The FSR channels, I remember I mentioned this before, but because my Kenwood unit is not unlocked, I can only listen to, but I cannot transmitting out, so I can't call my kilometers. And then I heard a couple of rangers, they passing by, each telling their location, and they were chatting on the channel. Of like, oh, where are you at? Oh, I just passed 25. Oh, be careful, at 22, there's a vehicle with no radio.
Pick up Randy with no radio. Okay, yeah, there's lots of room on this corner there. That was right-hand drive, Jerry? The Land Rover. Yeah, exactly. Kind of neat, yep.
That was, well, obviously me. The whole time I am listening to it on my radio, but I cannot transmit. So this is when I pull out my phone that is not locked, so I can transmit, but the range is way less. I really need to take my time to get my Kenwood unit, to get this unit unlocked so I can transmit it on the forest channel instead of putting the number into Kenwood and transmit it way less range. Although I can still listen to a way bigger range from there. But yeah, have these screenshots ready if you don't have a unit that have presets in them, and then refer to what channel they are and put it in your radio. For safety reasons, these winding mountain road, really important. Hey, Bambi. There is a clunking noise going through small dips. Possibly something in the control arms? we're getting narrower. Whoa, this is sketch, yo. Alright, so we have sort of ventured to, I can see it on the map too, that it is marked as native land, traditional territory, sacred ground. Out of respect, I will not enter. I can see some tiny houses up past this gate though. Pretty amazing how people actually live here. How do you get your grocery?
Since recreational four-wheeling gaining more traction in the past few years, the tension between First Nation and traveler grew with it. It's not rare news to see new gates being set up on reserved land, blocking the access to some beautiful places.
Oh, wow.
Heaps of people have complained about First Nations. However, I can understand where that comes from. Imagine living on a cherry blossom avenue, and there's a specific time of year where the whole city seems to come to your area. People standing in the middle of the road blocking traffic in your supposedly quiet and private neighborhood street, or pitch a tent right in your back alley. Apply that thinking to the natives' land. For the least, you may get hassled if they see your convoy on the premise, though oftentimes you get lucky and receive their permission to stay. But for me, the last thing I want to do is having to explain to them that I am here alone. You see where this is going. It's for their peace and my safety.
There we go, we found them. What a hidden little spot, wow. Housekeeping before we get into the camp. Oh, so much mosquito. It will be more efficient if you have a tank, so you get constant pressure. But for now, this will do.
The group had already saved me a spot. In the campfire circle, it's a feast for both my stomach and soul. Seeing the 80 series Landcruiser here was an extra surprise. I felt like over the moon. This is when I put down my camera and simply enjoy the moment. The next morning, I waved them goodbye. Before leading the group out, Hyde made sure I was okay getting out by myself. With a heart full of gratitude, I told him not to worry and promised I'll have no issue. I'll be sending satellite updates if anything comes up.
before leaving the site, just want to hang around and explore a little bit in this area. This trail is not marked on the map again.
One thing traveling solo would definitely teach you is how to spend time with yourself. By that I mean your mind. You simply cannot escape from what's going on in here when there's no one to distract you. Every thought, every feeling is yours, only and entirely. I start to ponder on things deeper as the parts of my brain stop judging too fast. It can get overwhelming. Hence, this night camp with a small group was such a refresher. With this rhythm, I reckon I can go on forever.
What if I never